Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my global markets forecast and here in this analysis we are going to look at US, Europe and India indices and gold and silver instruments. Now what is going to happen today? We are going to look with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. Yesterday again the analysis was perfect. Almost all the markets have achieved the targets as expected, whether be it US 30, 35 100, US 100, 14 500, Nifty 17,600 levels and 17,500 levels. Now what is going to happen today? Let's start the analysis. Stay tuned till the end and let's start with Nifty 50 first. Nifty 50 right now trading at 17,560 levels in the global markets. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily charts you can find that see the high for the Nifty is at around 17,700. So only once it breaks 17,720 I will recommend you to go long. Till the time you can remain short, possibly the high at around 17,720, and we can see a drop also below those levels. Right now a long can be initiated once it goes beyond 17,650 levels for 17,700 720 zone, and from there it can retrace back again. On the downside the target is wide open. How far this could go? This could again achieve 17,400 levels. So till the time it remains below 17,640 650 you can remain short, and below 17,640 17,650 it may again try to drop with the support at around 17,500 and the low at around 17,400 levels, and in fact it can drop below those levels also. Look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, see it is trying to get this support at 17,500, and once 17,500 is taken, definitely 17,450 is providing a very strong support. So once 17,450 is taken, I will expect it to get support only at 17,400 and 17,350 zone. So once it breaks below 17,450 you can also expect that it might break further 50 to 70 points or 100 points you can definitely get. However, till the time it remains below 17,640 650 you can expect it to drop further, because see the retracement on the 4-hour charts is done. Now it is trying to drop, and once it drops below 17,500 definitely there will be a sharper fall towards 17,450. First support, immediate support, very strong support. Once it breaks below 17,450 directly it will land towards 17,350 to 400 zone. You can take your positions accordingly. On the upside, once it breaks 17,650 you can initiate a long for 17,720 levels and 17,700 to 720 levels. Definitely beyond that it will again try to hit 17,800 levels. Let's have a look at the indicators. On the indicators you will find that on the 4-hour charts it is trading almost near to bottom, and MACD is on sell side. RSI is comfortable, and you look at this. Here it is getting some resistance at around 17,620 levels and then 17,650. This is a 100 period moving average. Still here it might get a strong resistance. Beyond that it will try to fly, and that is why I said go long at 17,650. If it sustains above 17,650 we might see 17,700 720 zone, and if it breaks beyond 17,720 then it can fly further towards 17,840 levels also. On the downside, there is a support coming into picture at 17,450 level. This is going to be a very strong support. Once this breaks it will fall sharply towards 17,350 380 400, somewhere in between. Definitely it will try to strike. Also look at the daily charts. On the daily chart the indicators are indicating that the 100 period moving average and 20 period moving average, the crossover has happened, and now it is trading below both the 20 and 100 period moving average. So this zone at 17,650 is specifically important for Nifty 50. Once it breaks 17,650 then only I will recommend you to go long only till 17,700 720 zone, and beyond that 17,750 should also provide a very strong resistance. Till that time you can remain short, and you can also initiate a short at those levels. If it tries to achieve a high at around 17,700 750 you can try to initiate a short position there. It may try to break again. A possible trading range between 17,450 to 17,720 can be expected. Below 17,450, see this zone at 17,450 trying to provide a resistance. Below that it will try to fall sharply towards 17,400 and 17,350 levels. So trade accordingly. This is all for Nifty. Now let's move towards gold and silver. Now this is a chart for gold. Yesterday we saw a very good drop and the stop loss at 1788 has worked perfectly and it has achieved these levels, failed to break 1788, which is a very strong support for gold again. And if it breaks today, now look at these three highs. Now it is expected to break on the downside. Possibly we might see a good drop again. Look at this, the highs are well connected and any long is recommended only once it goes past 1808. Till the time 1808, rather I will say only till the time it remains below 1810, you should remain short. You can expect it to drop, and also once it breaks this zone at 1804, so between 1804 to 1810 you should not trade. Below 1804 you can again expect it to drop and it will again try to achieve lower levels towards 1791 and 1788 level. The immediate support should come into picture at 1797 and below that it will try to drop again towards 1791 and 1788 levels. So remember, below 1804 you can go short, you can put your stop loss at 1810 and trade accordingly. I think it should drop and you can take your positions at 1804 and you can again expect it to drop till towards 1797 the first support, then 1795, 1791 and 1788 can be achieved again. So take your positions accordingly. Beyond 1810 close your shorts, go long. It will try to break towards 1815 and 1818 levels. So this is on the daily charts. Let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts here, see, after such a drop you can see a big tail has been formed and after this it is trying to rise, and this is just a matter of concern for me that okay, any time after this drop it tries to retrace, and that is what it is doing right now. However, on the upside it is trying to get a resistance at around 1806, 1808 levels, and once it breaks 1808 definitely it will try to hit 1810, 1811 levels. Now this 181011 is again trying to provide a little resistance. Beyond that definitely it will fly towards 1815 and 1818 levels, and at the same time once it breaks 1804, as I told, probably we might see again a drop and it will try to drop below 1800, that is towards 1797 and then towards 1791 and 1788 levels. Also look at the stochastic is overbought here, and on the 4 hours MACD are on green side. Also on the daily charts stochastic is overbought and it is comfortable levels. DPO is again enter into a sell zone, so probably we might see a drop below 1804. You can take your short positions at 1804 and also a long with the stop loss at 1810, and a long position at 1810 with the stop loss at 1804 can be taken. So this is for gold. Let's move towards silver. Silver trading again above the support at 2240, and also it has seen a low at 2200, which is a very strong support for silver. It has got many times it has got support from 2240, now 2200. Now whether it can break 2200 or not, let's have a look here. On the daily charts it appears this zone at 2260 for the day should provide a very strong support for resistance for silver. So once it breaks 2260, then only I will recommend you to go long. Once it breaks this zone at 2260, rather I will say 2265, then only I will recommend you to go long, and if it breaks 2265 it will try to achieve 2280 levels. So possibly 2270, 2280 can be seen. Once it breaks 2265 you can initiate a long position at 2265 levels. Also once it breaks 2235 you can go short and again expect it to drop towards 2220 and 2200 levels. So yes, here is a support at 2220. So once it breaks this zone at 2235 you can initiate a short. You can expect it to drop towards 2220 and 2200 levels. So take your positions accordingly. Appears that it will break 2240, 2235 zone and it will try to drop. Stochastic comfortable, MACD lines are on sell side and RSI is almost trading at the bottom. On the 4-hour chart stochastic near to overbought levels, and MACD lines are running parallel though with a crossover. Now look at this, here also 20 period moving average trying to provide a resistance for silver, but on the 4-hour charts here it is trying to indicate a reversal, and this is what is a indication that probably it might break 2265, or either it will try to trade with a short move or within a smaller trading range, and hence only once it breaks 2265 you can take a long for 2270 and then 2280 levels, which is going to be a very strong resistance. Beyond that, it will fly towards 2300, 2312 zone. Again, we might see a very good rise if it breaks this zone at 2265 and 2280. Breaking this zone, we may see a good rise, because see, on the 4-hour charts, we can see a little reversal candles here, and only breaking 2235, I will recommend you to go short. Once it breaks at 2235, it will try to drop sharply towards 2220 and 2200 levels. So this is for silver. Let's move towards US markets. US 30 on a 4-hour chart trading at 35,250 levels. There is a strong resistance coming in picture, and it's a pivot also at around 35,350. So once it breaks past 35,350, you can again initiate a long for 35,500 and 35,500 and 35,600, which is going to be a stronger resistance. It can try to fly past these levels if it goes past 35,350. So take a long till only above 35,350. Till the time it remains below 35,350, you can again expect it to drop. But how far this could go drop? See, yesterday as I told that 35,100 levels should provide. See, the 100 period moving average gave it a very strong support here, and only once it breaks past 35,200, rather I will say 35,180 levels, definitely it will try to break again towards 35,050 levels and 35,020 levels. Here in this zone, it might get a stronger support here at around 35,050, 35,020 levels, and only beyond 35,350 I will recommend you to go long. Till the time you can remain short. And directional movement is on sell side. There is a crossover happening on the stochastic, which is indicating probably a bullish reversal can be expected. Also, the MACD lines have just entered into a sell position and running in a sell. So this sell may continue, and later we might see a drop towards the end of the day. And on the daily charts, the candle is red. There is a support here at 35,000 levels, and also the 50 period moving average trying to give it a support at around 35,180 levels, 150 levels. So once it breaks this zone at 35,150, you can take a short for 35,020 levels. So once it breaks 35,180, you can go short, and once it breaks 35,350, you can go long for 35,400. Now see, there is another level at 35,400 which might try to provide a resistance, and beyond that it will try to hit this zone at 35,550 levels. So 35,400, you can again initiate a long for 35,550. So in sum, above 35,350, you can take a long at 30 for a target of 35,400, 50 points just, and beyond 35,400, it will try to hit 35,500, 35,550 zone. At the same time, once it breaks 35,180, you can take a short for 35,050, 35,020 levels. It will try to break strongly towards 35,050, 35,020 levels once it breaks and trades below 35,180 levels. A stochastic is overbought, and I have told this several times that it is bound to drop very convincingly. I have told since last 2 days. Let's see whether it can continue this drop or not. MACD lines are still on buy side, but running parallel, may try to converge and crossover if it continues to drop sharply. This is on the daily charts. Let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, there is a support, very strong support at 35,050, 35,020 levels from the 100 period moving average, and 35,100. Also, there is a support resistance coming into picture at from 20 period moving average at around 35,350 levels. So only once it breaks 35,350, I will recommend you to go long. Till the time it remains below 35,350, one can remain short, and specifically below 35,180, don't forget to go short. We can expect 35,020, and in fact it can break 35,000, which is a very strong support level for US 100, but US 30, but it can break, because every support and resistance is meant to be broken some point of time. So look at the directional movement. It is on the sell side. The stochastic is trading at the bottom, trying to cross over, and probably this is the only indication which is trying to indicate that it might give couple of green candles, but with smaller moves, such that it can again become overbought and we can sell it again. So a possible zone till 35,350, 35,400 can be seen on the charts today. But from there we need to see whether it breaks or not. If it finds a resistance there at 35,350, 400, it will again try to drop, and then from 35,180 below, definitely it will drop sharply. So take your positions accordingly, and MACD is on sell side and just crossed over on a 4-hour chart. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's move towards US 100. US 100 trading at 14,760 levels. As I said yesterday, 14,500 definitely a good support. It tried to breach and again sustained those levels and bounced back sharply. And now trading at 14,760 levels. Look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour chart, there is a stronger resistance at 14,850 of 840 levels. I had told in my yesterday's analysis also. Today again I am reiterating the same. Only once it breaks 14,840, you can go long. Then you can expect, this is a 100 period moving average here on the 4-hour charts, and this is situated at around 14,870. So beyond 14,840 you can go long for 14,870, and then 14,910, 920. This is again a stronger resistance zone. Beyond that 950, and after that it will fly past 15,000 levels. On the downside there is a support at 14,520 levels. Now this level at 14,520 definitely should provide a very strong support for the US 100, and any short is recommended only once it drops below 14,700 levels. And you can expect it to drop towards 14,600, the first support, and then towards 14,520, the next support levels. The stochastic is on the 4-hour charts is comfortable. Directional movement is sell. MACD lines are on sell side running parallel. And if you look at the daily charts, you will find that on the daily charts there is a resistance coming into picture at 14,840. This is the 20 period moving average, and then the 50 period moving average. Remember, there is a crossover between the 20 and 50 period moving average. This is a bearish crossover, that once the 50 and 50 line is trading above the 20 period moving line, indicating that for the near term it is trading below the 50 period moving average, and indicating that there is a near term bearishness in what we have seen in the last 50 days. And this is what is also indicating that it may try to get a resistance at around 14,840 once again. That is what I had told yesterday also. Again I am reiterating. Also, the candle has ended in a doji and opened at a low. Now only once it goes past 14,750 zone, or rather I will say 14,800 zone, once it goes past 14,800, then only I will recommend you to go long for 14,840, and beyond 14,840 it will try to hit 14,900, 910 zone. Till the time it remains below 14,800, you can remain short. See, the 14,720 pivot has played again, and once it breaks 14,720, definitely it will try to break sharply towards 14,600 and 14,500 levels. Look at the lows for the day here. You can see this zone at 14,400, 500 should provide a very strong support for US 100. It may try to drop till towards 14,500, 540 levels again today. So breaking 14,720, 700, you can go short. Once you see it trading below 14,700, you can expect it to drop till towards 14,600 and 14,540 levels. So this is what we can expect from Nasdaq 100 trading in a sell zone on daily charts. Stochastic trying to take a dip, and the MACD lines are still in a buy zone running parallel, indicating that neither the bulls nor the bears are taking control. So in sum, a long is only recommended beyond 14,800. A short is recommended below 14,720. Between these 80 points, don't trade. Below 14,720, you can initiate a short. You can expect it to drop sharply towards 14,600, 14,520 levels. And beyond 14,520, definitely it will break past 14,450 and below levels. So take your positions accordingly. Any move beyond 14,910 is definitely good indication that it is going to grow past 15,000 plus levels. So this is all for Nasdaq 100. Let's move towards FTSE 100 and Germany 40. FTSE 100 trading at 7540, 7550 levels. You can see that lower highs is what we have seen in the previous day and ended with a drop. Now again, the 7600 is a very good resistance. If it continues to rise, 7600 is the call for the day. It might hit 7600 before try to take a drop. Also, it has seen a low. So a probable you can connect these. Your probable support should come into picture at 7520, 7530 levels. Below 7500 specifically, if I talk about, I told several times between 7500 and 7600. Still, I will say this is indecision mode for FTSE 100. Only once it goes past 7600, I will recommend you to go long for 7640, and beyond 7640 only it will fly past 7700. On the downside, once it breaks past 7500, I will recommend you to go short. The next support coming into picture at 7480, and below that it will break sharply. Also, the support here at around 7520 should come into picture. So 7520 is the 20 period moving average, which might try to provide a support, and the 50 period moving average at around 7510 should provide a support for FTSE 100 for any drop for the day. These two levels are important, and below that it will try to hit 7500. On the upside there is a resistance available at 7600. Once it goes past 7600, then only I will recommend you to enter a long position with conviction. And there is a stochastic is near to overbought, and hence we might see a drop on FTSE 100. MACD lines are just crossed over and trading in green, but running with a very close gap and almost running hand in hand. Look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you can see here how beautifully these highs are connected. And now looking at the 4-hour charts, I will recommend you to either go long at 7580 itself. Once 7580 is taken, you can remain long on FTSE 100, and you can expect it to rise till towards 7600 and 7620. So these are the two positions which it can achieve if it breaks past 7580 levels. Till the time it remains below 7580, and if it breaks past 7520, you can take a shot for 7500. Now 7500 should provide a support. Below 7500, the next support will come into picture at 7475, and below that it will try to break sharply on the downside. So in some, also let's have a look at the indicators. Indicators are on the near oversold positions on the 4-hour chart, may retrace a bit before trying to take a drop. MACD is comfortable and is on sell side. RSI is comfortable here. So considering in this 7580 a good level to go long, and on the downside below 7520 you can go short. You can expect it to drop towards 7500 and 7480. Below 7480 definitely it's bearish, it can drop sharply. And don't take a position between 7520 to 7580 levels. Eliminate these 60 points from your trading chart and your trading window. Only take positions above and beyond. On the upside there might be a resistance at 7600 and 7620. On the downside there is a support at 7520 and 7500 and 7480 levels. Above and below, beyond 7620 and 7480, there will be sharp correction or sharp rise on the upside that can be expected. However, I think it will largely trade between these levels. Now let's have a look at Germany 40. Germany 40 trading at 15380 levels. You can see this is the 50 period moving average, trying to give it a resistance at around 15450 levels, and only once it breaks past 15450 I will recommend you to go long for 15510 520 levels. Now this zone at 15520 510 is of importance to me. Beyond that it will rise towards 15580. Now this is going to be a very strong resistance. If it continues to rise, beyond 15510, it will try to hit 15580 levels. On the downside below 15300, I will recommend you to go long short, and then only I will expect it to get a little support at 15270, which is going to be a very strong support. Below 15270 it will break towards 15200 levels. Now this is what we can see here. So on a 4-hour chart it appears between 15300 and 15450 we should try to eliminate our positions. Rather I will say 15270 to 15450 it will try to trade with indecision. But we'll look at the daily chart. Directional movement is red. You can see it is in sell zone. Oversold position on stochastic. This is a matter of concern that it is near to oversold and bound to bounce back, and hence once it goes past 15450 you can take a long for 15510 and 15580 levels. MACD lines are near to trading in a oversold levels and trading with a bearish momentum. Look at the daily charts. Now this is more important. This is the second candle and the third candle is in formation, and now for this 15500 is the level beyond which you can take a long position. That is 15450 beyond which you can take a long position. After this you can expect 15500, which is going to be a stronger resistance, and 15580 which is going to be a stronger resistance. 15600 it has got very strong resistance. This is the 20 period moving average. Then the 15700 zone should come into picture. 15650 and 700 zone should come into picture, which is like 100 period moving average, giving it a resistance there. On the chart it appears we might see a third red candle. Only reversal is indicated. Once it goes past 15500 then only I will consider this as reversal. Beyond that it will try to hit 15600 also. So in sum it appears 15450 levels you can take a long entry. You can expect it to rise till towards 15510, the immediate resistance. And if it breaks past 15510 then only I will recommend you to go long for 15580 levels. On the downside there is a support coming into picture at 15350 levels and 300 levels. once it breaks 15300, you can take a short entry for 15250, 15200, which is going to be a very strong support level, and it can break till this zone. A probable trading zone between 15200 to 15510 cannot be denied for the day. It will try to break with the bearish momentum. You can so almost all the indices are looking forward to a sell on the rise. You can find higher levels to go short on the indices. Probably we might see a drop towards the end of the day or towards the closing. We can see a good drop on Germany 40, and in fact for all the indices it holds true. So take your positions. In fact, gold and silver also appears to be trading with a bearish bias, so probably take your positions accordingly. The reversal levels are definitely indicated, and don't keep your shorts beyond those reversal levels. Definitely it will try to rise past. If it breaks, if the indices breaks those support levels, definitely it will fly past. So take your positions accordingly. Do reach out to me, join my Telegram channel via email or via Telegram for any of your trading or trading related queries. My next batch starting on 15th of Feb. This is the 8th batch. Definitely you can profit from investing in learning, and first invest in yourself. This will give you lifetime profits, lifetime returns. Markets will give you only a daily return. Even if you have to get a return from the markets, you have to learn first. So thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.